We're in Malta. I'm going to do another Google Lens search. We've done 2 already. This is the 3rd one. And the picture is a religious picture, oil on panel. And this piece of wood has got adzed marks. You can see ADZE, not axe mark, adzed marks. It could be a plane, but I think it's going to be an adzed. It's slightly chamfered. And that panel to me looks ancient. It's possible it's a bit of panelling off a wall which someone's painted on in the Victorian era, but that as a starting block is really reassuring. I will say that I can see chamfering there only. I would have liked to have seen the chamfering on all 4 sides, just as a comment. So it's possible this is reused old wood. So that could be painted as late as 1940. It could be 18th century, the earliest perhaps. The odds of probability are it's Victorian. So we're going to look at the picture, and I'm going to use Google Lens. So I WhatsApped a photograph to myself, and I've therefore sidestepped all the faffing around with downloading it, and I've opened the desktop with my WhatsApp. I have a number I can email images to myself, and I've right-clicked the image on WhatsApp. It doesn't require any conversion or any moving around or filing or saving, and it is sent me this page of results. So that picture there, and the picture on its own has trimmed it. It's removed this part of the picture. It's done it on its own, and it's got all these other Jesus characters, portrayals of Jesus. So I'm going to try and find out what it is. Now I can see blood on his back, and he's holding a reed or an iris or some sort of plant, a lily, a whatever. I think it's a reed because the top of it looks like a reed, but it might not be. And I note he's bound. But on the first chunk of photographs, he's bound with his hands behind him on 2 of them. The Titians. That's a Titian by chance, a Tiziano. But it's an after painting. So I'm going to go through and see if I can find. So Titian has called it the Titian paintings, where he has his hands behind him. It says it's the flagellation of Christ, and in translation, it's come out as scourging of Christ. This one here, it is telling me it was bought by me. It's found the auction I bought it in. It is telling me I bought Pensive Christ, thinking Christ. I think that's not a great description because it doesn't allude to what's going on. It's just a safe description. So I'm going to try and find out what it really is. I can see here Man of Sorrows. Interesting description. I can see a Wikipedia entry. And he's got a stick in his hand, so I want to find out what's going on with the stick. Now that is a reed, not a walking stick. It's a looks like a piece of bamboo. There is a brush. That's the picture this is based on. So you've got his face heading that way. You have a stick in his hand. His stick here is different, but his hands are in front of him, though they're not bound. There's a cloth, not the same cloth. I think there is some similarity. There's a crown of thorns, there's blood. There were no other characters in that picture. So we'll see what this is. Christ mocked. Mocking of Christ, humiliation of Christ. This original is Giovanni da Monte, 1565 to 1570. The picture was painted. The artist was 1500, 1580. He's sitting on a square block. He's sitting on a square block. So I think that's what it is. I'd be happy to sell that as a copy of that painting, or in the manner of, or after. So the painter was from Monte Cremasco near Crema, and he's worked in Milan, Monza. So already with Google Lens, you can see how easy it is. I found a really good source painting. So this is an after painting. I think it's going to be early 20th century, on a piece of panelling from a wall in a house in Holland. This piece of wood is from the 1500s, 1600s, I think. The frame itself is probably 1950, 1960. The front of it looks really old Dutch with this distinctive bottom, but when you look at the construction, you can see it's later. So I think you've got a hybrid piece here, decoratively distinctive, quite nice quality. We know the origin of the source painting. We know how old it really is. It's quite a good picture and quite good condition, to be fair. This particular frame is really, really good, really, really unusual. And I'll go back just quickly to Google Lens. And there are a mountain of Jesuses with the stone block, or a version of a stone pedestal. And we've been able to find this picture, and the auctioneer I bought it off didn't do such a good job. He called it Pensive Christ, or she called it Pensive Christ. It's not. It is actually more relating to Giovanni da Monte, that one. So I'm pleased I've done better than the auctioneer. That gives me pleasure. And I can't believe how quick it is to find these pictures once you use Google Lens. Okay, thanks a lot.